Dearly beloved, we gather here today to honor the life of the two-stroke. If it was up to the law, they'd be outlawed. But there is still hope. Let's summon the Lord of the two-stroke. Here we go. Long live the two-stroke. The Lord of the two-stroke has bought us a trailer load. It is filled with one of the scariest animals you're ever gonna see.
Back off, you varmints!
James,
The IT monster.
You thought there was nothing in the trailer? It's James. And he's come from a land far away where the two-strokes run wild and free. Today is Christmas in April. And our friend Chris Hardrick hooked us up with a trailer load of gorgeous unobtainium two-strokes, starting with the venerable YT490. Let's wheel this one off, boys. Want to grab one? Wizard, want to grab that?
Yep.
The pristine Yamaha YT490. I will be doing wheelies on this one in the demo. I promise you. And then next up is the 1982 Yamaha YZ125. The third bike in the road here is a very, very significant motorcycle. This one is a CR500AF Elsinore. First year, the big bore two-stroke. And this one is absolutely pristine, original condition. It's never been ridden. Going down the line, I've got some surprises in here. Don't want to tell you everything yet. You got to stay tuned because there's some badass bikes in here. Then, if the name Tom Morgan rings a bell, or Service Honda, stay tuned. Billy, we got a trailer load, brother.
What do you got?
Come on in, Professor. Let's show us what we got.
Another trailer load.
What's up, movie star?
All right.
How you doing?
Good, good. Wow.
This may not be the Isle of Man, but it's a CR450.
Like,
Oh!
wait a minute. Look at that thing. It's like CR4.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's never been ridden.
You're kidding me.
That's what we're told. And then we got a YZ490. The guy who restored this one.
Wow, look at the wheels.
His kid is a factory mechanic for Roxon. I forget his name right now, but we'll get him on the horn later. We'll do a video with him. But he restored this frame up. This 490 is straight up nasty. This could be one of the fastest ones we've ever ridden because it was by a factory mechanic's dad. So really looking forward to this one. Then, oh, my favorite, my one and only, my alumni. This is the first 500 I ever had. 1986 CR500. I went from a mid-pack. I was sponsored by Husqvarna. So I was running the 83s and 86s. I was beating everybody on the 86s. And they gave me the 86s, the liquid cool ones. That's why we don't have them here, because I know they're junk. I kept on breaking the frames and blowing the motors, so I hate to say it, because they did give them to me for free. But I gave them back and took my last couple nickels and bought a CR500. Traded my GS1000 and some cash for this bike right here. I went from mid-pack to winning 9 out of 11 of the final races in a whole shot every moto. The only 2 races I didn't win were with a flat tire, and that was 1986. I've been sold on the 500 ever since. Kenny, want to push this one up? Line them up, smallest to largest. Put this 500 next to the Kaplan cycle sign, but leave room for the AF. That's going to go right in front of it. Another little round of applause to the big bore two-stroke guys. Chris, thank you, brother.
82.
I am more than happy. Thank you, Chris. Chris really hooked us up. Hey, I want to tell you a little bit of a kind of a sad story. Chris faithfully spent his whole life working for AT&T. 25 years. It was a year before retirement, and they fired him, laid him off, and a bunch of other guys, and he can't collect his pension. That's the only reason he sold this. I don't know if it's related to extenuating circumstances, but they wrong way. Face him the other way. Every bike here is. So they fired him after 25 years, and he's got 2 twin boys that ride dirt bikes. So he wanted to continue the dream. So we cut him a check, probably equivalent to a year's pay for him. And most Americans that work for AT&T or more, maybe a year and a half, depending on what they make. He was management. So put the AF first, next to the Kaplan cycle sign. So we're gonna line them up, small to large. There's some kick butt 60s in here, and 80s.
86 or 87?
86 490.
86? Yeah.
A round of applause for the 490. That's the red and white one.
Oh, it's got the
Oh no! Another one?
It's got the bass system.
Another 500. Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, you really did make this Christmas in April. You know I'm a CR500 guy. Look at this thing.
It's got a note on it. It's got a note to you on it.
Yeah, it says 3rd gear tapped. That's what the note says. Freaking awesome. Oh, we got a bike in here. You're not gonna believe. You're not gonna believe this bike that we got in here. It's a KX420 that's only been ridden a couple times. Talk about true unobtainium. Look at this thing. Look at the swing arm on this thing. It's a dime piece. This has got, look at the swing arm on it, Kenny. It looks brand new out of the box. And the frame is in really good shape. It looks like somebody started a resto on it and didn't finish it. It's a car, we got an electron carb for it in the box. It's even got new tires. 500s in a row, please, boys, okay? What do you got here?
More big bore heaven.
A YZ465. Now, we've seen a lot of 490s, but you don't see these 465s. In fact, I think this is the first one we've had yet through the museum. Is it, Junior?
For a YZ465?
Yeah.
He says that one's faster.
What do you think?
Yeah, one of a small handful, I'm sure.
I don't think I've ever seen one in person.
Your only model, I believe.
That thing, look at that thing. It's an absolute dime piece. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, my heart's beating fast now. I'm coming to join you. This might be the big one. My heart's beating fast. This is the cheer jerker right here. Now, this is a AJ Wagoner CR500. Wait, CR450, excuse me. Excuse me. CRF500, and it's not an AJ Wagoner bike. It's an Athena. It is a 500. Started life as a 450. You can see it's got the Athena big bore. This is very similar to the one that the 500 Yamaha that I built. But now that we're Honda guys, I talked to Junior about this, maybe letting him rip this thing at some amateur championship races.
This chassis and suspension setup, what was the years that
05 to 08.
really
Your
dialed?
buddy Wallstrom came out of the amateur class, whole shot on the first. He borrowed an 05 450. This is 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So the bike was already like 5 years old, from a friend, and went out and whole shot the NESC Pro class and led for 20 of 22 minutes.
He looks super comfy. There's no doubt these are kick-ass
Yeah,
bikes. And
yeah.
I remember Ainsworth rode one of these, I think in 08, and he ripped.
Look at the rims on this thing. Wizard, it's got the 500 Athena. This is a 500 big bore. And it's got the titanium valves and all kinds of doodads.
The old school package
This is
with
the
gold
last
wheels.
of the carbureted. This was like
Look at the exhaust. Full titanium
everybody
exhaust.
loved these more than the new
Oh
fuel
man, I can't
injected
wait
ones.
to ride this thing. I'm pretty excited. This might be a keeper, and you know we're mostly into 2-strokes, but hey, the 4-strokes. This has a full recluse clutch, titanium pegs, XL rims.
Pro taper pegs.
Just
Radius.
beautiful, beautiful. Wow, very exciting. That's a ripper right there.
That's nice.
500. That'll pull third gear hole shots, folks. What do you think, Junior? You excited? Want to take the wick and see what she'll do?
That would be
Yeah,
competitive-
absolutely.
Competitive.
I really don't want.
Positively.
I really don't want you riding this because you're gonna lose your rhythm because you're starting to get really comfy on the 500s.
To be honest, guys, I really don't have interest in riding a 4-stroke. So,
That boy. Yeah,
no fun.
this thing's beautiful. Look at the Bailey front number plate on it. Wow, beautiful. This can be lined up after the 500s. Ronnie, what you got there, my brother?
Seems to be Kawasaki 420.
We've never had one of these before because they're extremely rare. Supposedly this one's never been ridden. It's in absolutely pristine shape. Yeah, it looks really good, man. So, what have you been up to, Ronnie? You getting the first floor ready for the year? You and the boys have been down there.
Yeah, we've been down there massaging, cleaning up, doing the spring cleanup. We're painting the floor.
This thing's beautiful, man.
They're gonna get this thing.
So Ronnie was recently promoted to our detail shop manager, so he's got a crew working that he's responsible for, and he's also running our Instagram page because I'm too old and stupid to figure it out. But him and the guys have been doing some nice Instagram stuff. If you see any Instagram stuff, it's all Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie. Wow, look at this.
Look at those pegs.
This is a CR500
Those are gnarly.
AFX. This is the AJ Wagoner CR500. As you can see, Service Honda on the bottom. If it doesn't have the Service Honda logo on it, it's not the real deal, and it's not an AF. Only one person on the planet can call their bikes an AF. AJ's got a contract with Honda, and he's allowed to, only one allowed to call these the AFX. This thing's beautiful. Now, this has a brand new, you can see all the new gaskets, less than an hour ride time, Tom Morgan racing motor. This is going to be an absolute rocket ship. Really excited about this one, and it's got some really trick parts on it. RG3 triple clamps, updated 2012 forks. It's got the Eagle billet hubs, DID Dirt Star rims. It's got the Psychic brake pedal with titanium foot pegs. Those are expensive.
Carbon fiber pipe guard.
Carbon fiber pipe guard.
It looks like an FMF underneath.
Yep, full package with the rims. There's $1,500 worth of rims and tires on this thing. This is an awesome piece. Pro taper bars, just a beautiful, beautiful bike. Now, this even has a kickstand on it, which is pretty awesome. This started life as a CR500AF X, which means it came with a lighting coil and a front headlight, so you could actually ride this thing. Theoretically, you could get it registered for the street. Suspension's been all done up, as you can see. Frame's been powder coated. Very low ride time on this one. This one's a dime. I can't wait to send this one. This is going to be fun.
Compression button. Nice.
Decompression lever, yeah. That's a beautiful piece.
Hydraulic clutch.
Hydraulic clutch too. I've never seen one of these with a kickstand. That must be an AFX exclusive.
Yeah.
What's up, Professor?
We got a minty YZ250.
Whoa, look at this thing. Wow. He told me this one,
82.
Chris said this one, they had no time, never been ridden. What a pristine piece. Hey, most of the ones I've seen are absolute roaches because they got ridden into the ground. This thing is absolutely stunning.
No signs of wear.
I believe this was the first year of the radiator liquid cooled 250s. What do you think, Professor?
Yeah. First year handlebar mounted radiator for sure.
Awesome. What a beautiful piece. That's going to shine up a new penny. What's up, Kenny, old school?
How's it going, brother?
What do you got there?
I'm not sure of the year.
Wow,
But we got a YZ100.
that's a dream bike right there. Man, when I was that's a 79 Yamaha or 80 YZ100. When I was a kid, this or the RM100 were the bikes to have. They were de-sleeving CR125s down to CR100s. Honda didn't make a 100, but Yamaha and Suzuki did. And these things are awesome, man. This thing looks to have very, very little use on it. What a beauty. Go ahead and roll that baby into the lineup. Got quite a row here. There's something you've got to see here when this is done. That's kind of cool. He's got the YZ100, the 125, the 250, and the 490 all the same year.
And the 465.
And the 465, but that's a different year. Just unbelievable. Here come the baby ones. The 490 had a baby. The 490 and the 250 had a baby. Look at this. Wheel that 60 up. James, wheel it up. Look at this thing. Now this is an absolute dream bike right here. If you were a kid, if you were 10 years old and you got this for Christmas, I can tell you what, it would have been the best Christmas ever, like bar none. Oh, you try to sneak by with that CR60? Look at that thing. Wow. What do you think of that, Kyle?
It's pretty nice.
Is your inner child thinking this would have been a great Christmas present?
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you never got one, somebody commented on one of the videos that they saved up money to buy a CR80, and they let their dad, they mowed lawns for like 2 years, and their dad spent the money on like school clothes or something like that, and he's always been heartbroken ever since. If that ever happened to you, you need to go out and buy one of these and put it in your living room restored and look at it every day, because you can make your own dreams come true, man. You don't need your parents to do it for you. A lot of guys weren't allowed to have bikes when they were kids. Look at this YZ60. This thing's freaking beautiful. What a beautiful piece. Go ahead, roll that baby into the... Actually, we got another YZ60. These are the same model bike. One of them's got a ported motor on it and a spacer plate on the intake. So this is the hot rodded one. He said this one's an absolute rocket ship. So we're gonna take these in. All these bikes are gonna get the Wizard tune, and they're gonna get the dock detail. They're gonna be completely detailed up beautifully. This is a YZ80 right here. I think this is I think this may be the first year of the liquid cooled YZ80. What do you think, Junior?
Can't answer that. These aren't really in my wheelhouse, but this thing's nice, man.
This thing's beautiful, man. You'll never see another one. We have not seen one in all our years of hunting two-strokes. We have not seen one of these. Why? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you because they are freaking awesome to ride. And the kids that had them rode the wheels off of them, and they weren't maintained. They didn't change the air filters. They didn't redo the top end. They rode them till they blew up and they got junked. So to find one like one. So James, how was your adventure?
Very nice. Very nice.
So hey, James has a message for the CR500 owners of the world. What was your message,
Listen,
James?
this is the capital of the CR500. Everyone in the country is in Rockville, Connecticut.
Yep. And what else did you want to tell them?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You said if they got a CR500 for sale, call 860-454-7024.
Yeah.
And James, this guy right here,
Ken will buy it. He pays ridiculous money for these things.
I overpay quite often.
Yeah, and I'll ship them in from anywhere in the country.
You're not going to have some stranger from the hood showing up with a brick to cave your head in and steal your motorcycle. You're going to have a retired police officer with a military background also coming to pick up these bikes. He's bonded, insured, and he's a pro. He knows what he's doing, and you can trust him. Him and his wife travel together usually. Sometimes he's by himself. When he's by himself, he sleeps on this cot right in here with the bike. So if you're shipping a bike, James is in here protecting him exactly the way it looked like when we opened the back door. So James was a retired Connecticut State Police officer, also a Marine. And once you're a Marine, you're a Marine for life, right? Yep. Basically. So that's the quality of the guys we have out picking up their bikes. It's not going to be a stranger, retired, Semper Fi, Marine Corps, police officer who you can trust with your life. You can certainly trust him with your bikes, and you can trust him with if he's picking up bikes at your house. You're not going to have any issues. He's not going to run over your lawn or back into your car. He's not a bozo. If you're shipping bikes for him, James has never damaged a bike, and he shipped thousands of bikes for us. How is he not damaging bikes? Well, he triple ties them down and does it right and double checks them.
Blankets them, checks them every time I stop.
I haven't seen any of the shippers blanket them the way you do. He blankets
They
them.
don't time the way I do either.
Yep. Thanks for your service, James, both for the country and now here at the New England Motorcycle Museum. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What's special about this one, Wizard?
This still has the original BAS system on it. I think it's called Braking Assist Suspension System. When you pressed on the rear brake pedal, it pulled the cable and softened the rear shock going down into a whoop section.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
So Junior was thinking, you guys are going to want to hear some two-stroke. We're on the road to Loretta's, baby. Going to Southwick tomorrow. Junior's and I and Wizard are going to motocross school there tomorrow. And then we're going to be there at the Loretta Lynn's qualifier at the Southwick National Track. This looking for some moto footage. Stay tuned. But that's one nice Honda right there. We got some volunteers here that showed up at the museum today. Where are you guys from?
Killingly.
Killingly. Have you been here before?
Well,
No, first time.
That's awesome. How'd you hear
I
about
wanted
us?
to ride my bike, but he called me last night.
I bought an old
said,
CL175 and I looked up online. I found one of your videos.
That's
and,
awesome.
Yeah.
And what happened when you showed up? We put you to work, right?
Oh yeah. Loved it.
How about you? You ride?
Yeah, I got a KTM 150.
Awesome.
SX.
That's a ripper. Hold on. Junior's gonna. You guys picked a good day to come by. These are the kind of days we live for right here, man. This is what makes it all worthwhile. It's the American dream. Chris, I'm sorry you lost your job, but all these bikes will be resurrected to brand new showroom condition, and we're gonna find new forever homes for them. And now you got some money to buy our kids some bikes too, so it's a win-win. He's gonna come wheeling up here, so you might want to get out of the way. So guys, this is what we're doing here. We line these up by size. We got the YZ60 with the built motor, the stock YZ60, the YZ80. Don't burn that knob off. You're gonna need that for the wick. Yeah, we're gonna need the wick. Sounds good. That's a Wizard 500 right there. So here's the deal, guys. We got the YZ60, the YZ80, the YZ100, the YZ125, the YZ250, and the YZ490. Okay, two of them actually. And then we've got the white late model YZ490 and the 465. And you also got the IT490. Then you got the row of Hondas. Where are you going to find this kind of magic? But here at Kaplan Cycles, courtesy of Chris. Chris, thank you, brother. I know it broke your heart to sell your bikes. Chris gave me a price on all the bikes. I offered him a little bit less, and we met in the middle and we bought them all. So now this is something else you're not going to see anywhere else on the planet. This is a basically brand new last year of the Evolution FXR Harley Davidson. You got a CR500, you got an FXR, you want it sold, call us, 860-454-7024. That's what we do. We love it. We got two FXRs and a 9 coming. Look at this thing. Really, that is beautiful. Awesome. It's a brand new motorcycle. Yeah, it runs like a brand new. This bike's gonna show up, promise you. Let's hear that. Oh, that sounds so good. This really is unobtainium. The last year of the Harley Davidson FXR, they just continued them for several years. Probably did a final run. This is the first one of the CVOs, the custom vehicle operations, and you just don't see these. Most of them got ridden into the ground. That don't get your blood flowing. You need another cup of coffee for this thing. Wow. Thank you, Billy. Back to the two strokes. Again, check this out. Where else on the planet are you going to see a pristine YZ490, YZ250, YZ125, YZ100, YZ85, and YZ60? Right here, folks. That's where you're going to see it. And wait till they're all restored and lined up. It's going to be a sight to behold. And we've got the Honda lineup, the CR60, the CR125. Believe it or not, we left a couple bikes behind, a CR125 and an ATC 250 we couldn't fit in the trailer. The CR60, CR125, CR450R, pristine, original, air-cooled. The only thing that's not original on this bike that I can see is the front number plate, and we have the front number plate, which is a really rare bird. This is the CR Unobtainium 08 with a 500 kit, factory connection suspension, ride engineering. Hey Kenny, you see the ride engineering triple clamps on this thing? This thing's beautiful. Brand new XL rims. What a stunning piece, man. Then we got this is the CR500, the dream bike, the 86. Another 86. Junior's 500. And then the 500AF. That's an extremely rare piece. This is a really special piece, guys. This has the Tom Morgan racing motor in it. And wait till you see what we're going to do with this, because I've got some phenomenal ideas how to make the black work. Chrissy's going to do the graphics. Has the RG3 triple clamps, the late model Showa forks, DID Dirt Stars. This is an absolute dime. What a beauty. So what do you boys think of this collection here?
It's awesome.
Not something you're going to see every day, huh?
No, that's awesome.
Definitely a blessing. We're calling this Christmas in April.
It's quite the lineup of the 80s.
Isn't it awesome?
Yamaha.
60s, 80s, 100s. Just beautiful.
Yeah, Chris, unbelievable, man. Hats off to you. You know.
Say that one more time.
There's
You were thanking Chris for hooking us
Chris,
up, basically.
thank you, man. And hats off to you, brother. It wasn't. No way it was easy to source all these bikes, all these YZs to have the entire lineup. It must have taken a couple of years.
It did, and he told me he drove all over the country to buy these bikes. He was telling me stories about all the cool people he met along the way, and he was really sad. He said he was a little depressed. He called me last. AT&T fired him, and he needed the money, so it is what it is. And now he's also got the money to buy his two 10-year-old twins, brand new CRF150s. So, one.
We watch you racing the CR500s.
Did you ever ride a 500?
Yes.
Back
Not
in
a
the day?
CR.
No? They're awesome two-stroke.
Yeah.
It's a way to go. What do you think of this AF over here? This thing's pretty badass.
It's nice.
This thing is beautiful.
What year is it?
It's an 81 first year of the big bore
Nice.
Honda two-stroke. This thing's an
These are the
absolute
ones you
timepiece.
just picked up?
Yep, this whole load right here. The only bike here that's not from this pick is Junior's bike. But you know that Pick Gone Bad video I put up the other night? I should title this one Pick Gone Right. Because sometimes, you know, when you buy bikes, you travel all over, and it's really difficult to find these kind of collections, but this one with Chris, I didn't even have to drive there. He just took pictures, told me what they were. James went and inspected them, and we wire transferred him the money over. He had all the money literally same day. So if you're thinking of selling your collection and you don't want 100 Yahoos casing your house, give us a call, 860-454-7024. We will buy your entire collection, whether you're a dealer or a private user or whatever. And this is extremely rare right here, extremely rare. I have not seen one since the 80s, straight up.
Guys, it would take well, it's going to take our staff an entire month, probably about 2 months.
For 18 guys. Yeah.
To process these bikes and sell them. So if you're a collector, you know, just think about how long it would take you, just you and a couple extra hands to process them. So
we've got 18 guys, and then the sales size, Billy answers phones all day long, and Sarah and you. The phone is going to blow up when these go online. It'll absolutely blow up. We'll probably get on average 50 to 100 calls per bike times 20. That's 1,000 phone calls, and people will come and look at them. People will buy them and then back out because their wife said no. Sometimes they get sold 2 or 3 times before someone really picks them up. So it is a full-time job.
It's a big job selling a collection. So you know, sell to Kaplan.
Yeah, sell them else. This is what we do. What a beautiful piece. Look at this thing. Original exhaust. My buddy Frank's got the KDX80 and the KDX250. Yeah, I gotta call him. I think he's gonna want this one. So if you got bikes for sale, all makes and models, any condition, basket cases, parts, accessories, memorabilia. We got boxes of parts from Chris. Large lots, estate sales, no project too big. We have 150,000 square foot here on 11 acres. We're the largest motorcycle restoration and vintage bike company, I think, in the United States now, certainly on the East Coast. We're Connecticut licensed, insured, and we also own the 501c3 New England Motorcycle Museum. So if you have a bike you want to donate or a bike you want to loan to the museum, please give us a call, 860-454-7024. Our Connecticut dealer number, we're a licensed, insured motorcycle, car, and trailer dealer. Our dealer number is U8224. You won't see us do very many cars. It's 99% motorcycles, but we do some cars and trucks and trailers, maybe 5 out of every 500. So hashtag where's James in the trailer guiding the bikes. What a sight.
They look good to me. So better than if that was something smaller. What am I going to get one of this?
This is something I never see these 465s ever. And these white 490s are pretty rare too. How about a IT 490 with black dot rims? That looks gangsta. Ride red.
And that's me.
Just a Christmas in April. We've absolutely become the CR500 capital of the world. There's more CR500s here than anywhere else. And they're heavily guarded and protected. And that's what we do. We take care of our stuff. We make these beautiful, and we find forever homes for them. And we race them and ride them. There's a note on here to Wizard that says, I helped load all of these. I sold you the 78 Harley MX250 about half a year ago. Love watching your videos. Good luck with everything. Richard Sealing. Strippas, Rippas, and Bias.
Look at that, huh?
Little message to the Wizard tune.
Look at. He's got
Strippas,
it.
Rippas, and Bias.
He knows
the Wizard.
saying.
That's awesome.
He knows the saying.
Look at how clean the swing arm is. It looks like NOS. I've never seen one that clean. Have you?
No.
Holy shit.
It looks brand new.
Oh my God, it does. Look, even the nut. Look at the nut in the axle.
Maybe it's NOS. It looks brand new. Like no one's ever put a wrench on it.
Amazing.
Wow. And the pegs and the levers are brand new.
The rims are aftermarket.
The rims are brand new. They're sun rims.
Sun rims.
Top quality.
Yeah.
Look at how clean the shock is on this thing. Look at it. It's like it's never been ridden.
Oh yeah.
It looks brand new. The shock looks brand new. Holy shit. And the forks too. Unbelievable. Look at it.
Not a ding. Not a ding.
I need to call him about this one, man, because this is unbelievable. Big Black. I love this bike, man. Better not trash this thing, man. Yeah, no kidding. One of my favorite bikes, man. I love the KLR. Kick-ass machine. I'm so happy right now.
Where are we gonna put all these?
We have to hide them in a special spot.
Yeah, we don't have room.
Yeah, we did. Not in the showroom, though.
Our dungeon's full of.
You're going to have to put it in the museum.
No, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Plenty of room in there. You got 4 football field-long rooms over there. Pick one. What do you think, Mario?
It's a lot of bikes.
Christmas in April, brother. Look at the whole lineup of Yamis. There's our resident hawk. He's been living here since before we got here.
Look at that one over there.
He's on pigeon control. Here's his brother over there. Oh, that's his mate over there. Supposedly they mate for life. I don't know how they know that. Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Don't worry about me. Worry about you.
Sarah, what do you think?
I like them. I like how all the yellow Yamahas are lined up from smallest to biggest.
Have we ever had a lineup of Yamahas like this before?
No, definitely not.
No? Want to introduce yourself to everybody you talk to on the phone every single day?
Oh, I'm Sarah, guys.
If you call 860-454-7024, 50% of the time she answers, and then you might get Junior or you might get Billy, which is, you're related to Billy, aren't you?
I am, yes. He is my stepdad.
See that, guys? So you covered on the shipping. Sarah does all the paperwork, make sure that we don't screw up the titles and everything, right, Sarah?
Yes.
And you keep us organized, right?
Yes.
And out of trouble.
For the most part.
Awesome. And you already know Kyle. Whose museum is this, Kyle?
Mine.
That's right.
Mine only.
When I'm not here, it's yours. So Kyle's doing a great job. He's our project manager. I just spent the last hour with him going over every single bike here, what we're going to do with it. We got to make room here, huh? We got a project plan for every one of these bikes. What's happening? How are you? Big truck coming through. It's a nice truck. So we go through each one and make a project plan. That's why Kyle's a project manager. He'll order all the parts, and then they'll go to the Wizard and Jeff Castine, the mannequin mechanic. They'll go through all these, get them dialed in. Jimmy, the Wizard, the mannequin mechanic, and Mario are our main mechanics. And then we've got Ronnie and Kenny Old School, and a few other guys turning spinning wrenches. That's the biggest front number plate I've ever seen. It's absolutely massive, the stock original KX420. What a cool piece. This 125 and 250 are really special here. These are all original, right down to the handlebar grips. When is the last time you've seen a 40-year-old motocross bike with original handlebar grips? That's just ridiculous. This one, same thing, original handlebar grips. Need some graphics and a little love, but man, these are going to be absolute dime pieces. Again, what was that?
What about all the 500s that are still in the showroom?
That's a very good question.
We haven't even gone through those.
If you got 500s or you got FXRs, give us a call. We also buy 80s, 125s, and 250s, but our specialty is the big bores. Kyle's also looking for a new truck. If you got an F350, 6.7 diesel, give us a call. He wants a truck, right?
Yep.
About time to upgrade from the old Chevy. CR500 Central. 1, 450, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 badass 500s, including Robbie Knievel's CR500. I'll be back in 50. Hey, is that thing turbocharged? It's got a blower on it. It's supercharged. What model BMW is this?
It's a 97 M3. It's a 3.2 straight 6. It's got an S52 in it.
How many horsepower is it?
Not a lot. It's slow. But it makes like 6 pounds of boost with the setup.
So how many horsepower roughly?
Probably around 270, 280.
Not bad for a small car, huh?
You made 305 on water.
305 horsepower?
I'm running meth on this side.
On meth? Junior's been obsessed with these BMWs for a few years now, him and all his buddies. It's not my cup of tea, but I guess there's worse things he could be doing. Sounds wicked. How'd that sound, Sarah?
Good.
Junior's BMW. It's nasty,
Here
huh?
all the way home.
Big black. Hey, Wizard! Is that CR500 we bought in Saturday, the black and red one? Is that downstairs?
No, it's up there.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, he might have pushed it over that way.
Oh, okay.
I saw it on the bridge yesterday.
All right, thanks. Look at this dream bike. That thing's so badass. Ducati motocross bike, one of two in the United States. 4 football field long floors of world-class motorcycles. Come check the place out. We're open for business again. Thanks to the governor, we're back open for business after being closed for a year due to COVID. Johnny Letty's Liger 550, 92 rear wheel horsepower. Ronnie and the boys have been hard at work here on the first floor, repainting the first floor. We've got, well, 2 years ago or so, we painted it. This is the new paint on here. It looks really good. They're about half done. It's gonna look really fresh down here. Just doing the spring cleaning. We gotta clean the wood floors on this side, so trying to keep the place tip-top shape. Harley room's getting a new coat of paint on the floor too. Got to keep up on the place, man. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. How cool is that? That's an old bank door that I bought in an auction, and it fit perfectly in this window. I bought it 5 years before we bought the mill, like 15 years ago. My buddy Kurt's like, you need this. I don't know why, but you need it. I found out why years later. Fits perfect. That was donated to us by TSI Harley Davidson for being a good client for 30 years. Bought tons of new bikes from him. What's up, my man?
Oh, nothing to it, man. You know how we do it. We make the magic happen.
It's looking good down here.
Yes, sir.
Are you painting the floors today?
Yes, sir.
Nice job.
By the end of the day, we're going to try to have it wrapped up, make it look good.
Looks
make it
really
look real
good. Looks really good, man.
Yes, sir.
Recognize this guy. This is Squirrel. He's kind of like a multi-purpose. Like if you had a football team, he'd be the guy that could be the tight end, or he could be the guard, or he could be the quarterback or the kicker. He does a little bit of everything. He very mechanically inclined, so he can do motorcycle restorations, but he's also really good on the facility maintenance and helping us out keeping the ground so I can go running a chainsaw, weed whacker, snow blower. This guy does a little bit of everything.
And I appreciate you, Mr. Kaplan, 100%.
We're grateful.
100%.
We're grateful you're here, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Always.
that's Squirrel. His real name's Garrett Jackson, but all his good friends call him Squirrel, right?
I love that name, Squirrel, because Squirrel is known all around the world.
Amen, brother. What's going on, Kenny? Old school.
Heading up to get some CRs, buddy.
Awesome. I'll meet you up there. You can never have too many CRs, huh?
No, sir.
Especially the 500s.
Yeah.
This freight elevator is the oldest remaining one in the United States that we know of. 1894, originally powered by water. Recertified by the state elevator inspector. It was a lot of work. Originally water powered, now it's electric powered. And it works like a Timex. They just don't make them like this anymore. The thing's an absolute overbuilt engineering water. Originally water powered. Marvel. This goes up 4 floors. It serves 4 floors on that building and 4 floors on this building. And that's the year the building was built in 1814. You can see the brick underneath the masonry. We just exposed that. Some artist masons we had working here did that. What's going on, Dean?
Oh, not much.
Doing a little front door maintenance here?
Yeah, almost done sanding and I'll be coating after each.
This looks beautiful. This is a mahogany door that is an exact reproduction of the original. It was extremely expensive. It was actually $5,000 for this door, and it was mandated by the State Historic Parks Office, because this is on the National Registry and the State Registry of Historic Places, that in order for it to be a certified historic restoration, it had to be exactly as it was originally. So this door is twice as thick as any door they make today. It's extremely thick, and it had to be special ordered. You can see how thick it is. It's very thick, and the handle had to be special ordered. And it's been up here for, I don't know, 7 years, so it was time for another. You know, we want to protect it. It's a major investment, and the finish had failed on it, and had a couple scratches. And Dean's got it dialed in, huh, brother?
Yeah, getting there, yeah.
It's going to be beautiful, huh?
Yeah, it'll look good.
It's a lot of work maintaining this place, man. There's 2 full-time guys that work here doing the maintenance on the 65,000 square foot of space and 11 acres of property. But it's worth it. Saving it for the next generation. So Dean has been, how many quotes have you got on the roof so far?
We've got 2 quotes.
That came in?
Yeah, one is a repair quote for the slate.
Actually 3, because the original one was a slate replacement, the quote that came in at 80G.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was the one that Jason had gotten the other year. So that we have 3 quotes so far. And what was the quote for the roofs? Give me a rundown.
Okay, so we've got one that came in today.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to make this public because we're still waiting for bids. So just know that want to give us an idea of what it was without giving the number, what exactly he's going to do?
He's stripping off all the slate, getting dumpsters here, taking the slate away. The whole roof area is going to get sheathed with plywood. Then the entire roof and roof membrane, Weather Watch are equivalent. And then it gets a 50-year shingle, architectural shingle, and that also include also in his bid is the flat roof at the top of the elevator tower.
Yeah, that's got to be done too.
And there's flashing detail up against the brick that he's covered, and the same treatment on the. I measured 2,400 square feet on the detail shop roof also.
So both roofs would have new plywood, new everything?
Yeah, both roofs would be stripped, new plywood, waterproof membrane, and 50-year shingle. Complete and out of here.
That sounds good.
So, he wants to talk to you eventually. He'd like to talk to you in person. I've been the go between regular carpentry. We do a lot of stuff, but one of the things we do is the ceilings. I'm not fast like a.
Guys, you know Larry the Destroyer, aka Loop Out Larry. Sold us his 500. So that one's going to be coming up. Amen. We finally got the 350 done, huh? I can't wait to ride this thing. This took us like a year to do this thing. New hitch for the van.